Hey guys, it's Alan and Patrick from Revival, and it's time to talk to you about Revival Limited. The line that Patrick and I have put together is called Revival Limited. We kind of started up a conversation about making leather goods that were inspired essentially by the motorcycle world and motorcycle building. It's all part of Revival Cycles, but we wanted to give it a name that let people know that it's just another part of the brand and the team here. We have how many products now, you think?
20 individual designs with 3 colorways at least in each, so 60 plus.
60 plus, all designed and built here at Revival, upstairs in a workshop.
The way everything kind of came about was in our first talk, we talked about making a pannier, a nice leather pannier that has this kind of classic shape, classic style with, the straps and a handle, but incorporating more modern elements, like the Cobra clips, and these are, 2-ton climbing buckles, and it's just kind of incorporating those kind of pieces into this classic bag.
I really wanted to buy and own a piece that you could carry around with you like a satchel or like a backpack, but also have something that would be tough as nails to attach to a motorcycle to ride many thousands of miles, and then of course age into something that becomes more beautiful over time. As a key piece to start the process of what we might do, this is what set the tone. This is what we call the Palo Duro pannier. You can see there's different colors and variants of that. But then once that kind of key piece was made, he started to design other pieces. How does the process begin and how long does it normally take?
Depending on the product, so if we talk about something like the Palo Duro, we're usually given like a type of bag that we want or a type of product that we want to start designing. And then we go out, we find inspiration, things that we like, and then we make several sketches, and it's adding elements, taking elements away. From there, we start with a sample making process, which we could go through several iterations. I think with the Palo Duro, for instance, I think we went through about 10 different
Was it that many? Yeah.
iterations, and that is all done upstairs.
At this point, how many people are making all the leather goods here?
2.
2 people, right? So 2 people, every single thing. If you go right now to our website and you buy a leather good, it's going to be made by one of 2 people, if not both, right? Because they kind of partner up on what they do. I know we're talking about maybe having someone else make some of these pieces, and that's mostly because we can't even hire enough people, right? It's hard to find people.
Yeah. You can't really find someone who's ever really worked with a sewing machine. You can't find someone who really has these kind of core skills.
The artisan skills to make these things, to design and make, and even know how to use the machines.
I mean, we have a couple of machines that I think are from the 60s. So, and they're still working, and these machines they've been made to last years and decades, and we're still using them.
One of the things that's been really satisfying to do is custom motorcycle seat or custom leather grip. We can give him a seat, lay out a specific pattern that I'm thinking just in a drawing or a sketch, and Patrick can make the foam and make the leather, make the cover, and put it together inside of a day or 2, whereas this might take months of work to make this one piece. But also, what we've done is we'll build custom racks to hold these using the back clips that come with the bag to attach them to motorcycles. So we're also collaborating with different people. Let's talk a little bit more about the White's Boots. So White's Boots is a boot company in Spokane, Washington that's been making boots now for 100 years, which makes them one of the longest running American boot makers in the country. But they make this really sturdy, traditional, handmade boot. It's a family-run business that's been owned by the same family since its inception, which to me makes it even cooler. You certainly can continue to rebuild these boots the way you would a motorcycle and wear them forever, and that makes them worth the investment that it costs up front. These boots are really, really kick-ass, and I think fit really, really well with the rest of the products that we make in-house. We're also kind of branching out creatively. Talk to me about these goods tend to be asexual. Obviously the wallets can be used by men and women, but we're also building some more female-oriented pieces. Talk to us about those.
Yeah, well, I think You know, the Palo Duro might skew a little bit more masculine. We do sell pieces that we think are they're more unisex. So this is the Dope Tote, which was actually our second big bag that we did, with like a zip top, you know, 2 front pockets, and has adjustable handles so you can have a shorter handle. And in addition to the Dope Tote, we also have our Terlingua Tote, which is a soft-sided, it's a little bit more simple tote that is just easy to carry, and it's just a clean, simple design, which is what we really liked about it.
And then there's our leather gloves, right, that you co-designed and are having them made here in the States as well,
Yep.
which is probably our most popular product. Like the leather gloves, we sell
Yeah.
more than anything, right?
Yeah, I think because there's a lot of overlap with what we do here, which is, you know, making our leather goods and leather bags with, you know, a rider who wants a nice quality pair of gloves. As far as our smalls are concerned, we have 3 main styles of wallets. Our first, kind of our most simple style, is going to be our we call our alimony card wallet. It's a 5-card pocket wallet that is fully lined. We reduce the weight on the wallet to make it nice and thin. You know, next is what we call our mag wallet. It incorporates the card wallet and then has a magnet clip on the back to carry cash. And then the last one that we've launched is going to be our Presidio wallet, which is our bifold, which is essentially a 6-card pocket wallet with a a slot for cash.
So everything from the smaller traditional wallets to the larger billfolds that everybody really loves. We've gone together on field trips and looked at high-end $4,000 and $5,000 leather bags, and we've talked about the differences in construction and how they do things to a finishing standard. But in your opinion, how does this compare to possibly a $3,000 or $4,000 purse that's this big?
Well, I think that what we do is we take those kind of elements, these fine leather working elements, and we even try to step them up a bit.
Right.
So we do things where we hand finish. After we sew a line, we will hand stitch and hand finish those threads, and we bevel edges, we wax the edges, we buff the edges, and it just is visually appealing in addition to being, extremely strong and functional.
We're building essentially fine art fashion bags that are made to such a high quality standard of construction that they exceed anything else that we've seen out there. And of course, you kind of have to be a leather nerd to know that.
I think that maybe the normal person might not see all these elements, and I think that's okay with us. We just want to know that we're making a product that we're happy with and we feel is going to last a really long time, and I think that means a lot to us.
One of the things that sets Revival Cycles and all the projects we take on is that we believe in the buy fewer, nicer things. And that approach is something we will probably never back off on. We will never be the cheapest. We will always be the team that stands behind the fact that if you want quality, you have to pay for it. And if you want to build something that's really nice, you have to take your time. So on that note, let's talk about where can you buy all this stuff?
RevivalCycles.com and RevivalLimited.com.
And in our retail store. We have a retail store in South Congress here in Austin, Texas. If you're visiting, we encourage you to go in there. We have inventory and stock of all the pieces that we make. So it all starts somewhere, and 4 years on, I'm really proud of what you're doing, and I think it's really great for the rest of the team too. So thanks for being a rock star motorcycle nerd who builds leather goods.
Sure.
Now's the time of video where most people ask for money or donations or whatever. I'm not going to ask you for that. What I'm going to say to you is, if you want to see more videos and you want to learn more of what we've learned, and you want to see a deep dive into a lot of these topics, go to our website and buy something. We sell everything from motorcycle gear, helmets, motorcycle parts, specialized tools. We sell lots of things, and they've all taken us years to figure out what the best stuff is, and we figured it out. So go to revivalcycles.com. There's some really good stuff there. Everything from like kick-ass hand grips from Posh to Radiance LED lighting and everything in between. We want to teach you what we know, but this stuff takes time and it takes real effort to make these videos and make them good for you guys. So go support us by helping yourself to the cool stuff you already need. And it helps us because we make a little bit of profit and then we can justify doing more videos. Thanks for your support.